goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance, we are here when you need us.
You can have the warmth of winter when you call S&B Wall Coverings. Their dedicated team treats you like family, providing professional insulation services to keep you snug. Save on energy bills and elevate your home's comfort by scheduling with S&B Wall Coverings. Their services don't stop there. S&B also provides expert interior painting and light remodeling services with competitive pricing. It's time to make your space warm and cozy with S&B Wall Coverings. Give them a call at 812-216-0162.
Back at American Legion Field, it's time to go inside the pitch as the Owls get set to take on Floyd Central here tonight as we talk with Seymour coach Jeremy Ritchie. And Coach, I know we had the coaches show last night, but it's unusual to talk here without having played a game since Saturday. So you've had a few days off. You've had a chance to get some work done. Obviously, you can utilize those days very well, can't you?
Yes, we can. It was nice for us, especially with the week we had last week. We were able to take Monday off, give the guys a little bit of a break, and then came back Tuesday and Wednesday and had some really nice practices. Did a lot of situational stuff with them, trying to put them in some of the situations that are going to show up that maybe we've not been as good at offensively. And one day we were able to do it with live arms, and the next day we did it off a machine. So hopefully we'll see some movement forward in some of those situations with getting guys over and scoring runners without getting a bunch of hits.
Well, I guess that makes up because next week is just the opposite. We're starting Saturday. You got Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So I guess it works both ways. Floyd Central tonight, they come in unusual record as far as under 500. That does not indicate what type of team they are. They play a really tough schedule. They played a Louisville Ballard team last night that is ranked in the nation. So they play good quality people. But this isn't, obviously, first and foremost, they lost their star right off the bat, and that was a big blow for them.
Yeah, it was, and they've actually lost their top two pitchers, but if you look at their scores, they still don't give up a lot of runs.
Yeah.
They beat Providence on Tuesday night 1-0. They lose last night to a really good team 4-0. So they don't give up a lot of runs. So we've got to take advantage of some of these situations that we get with runners in scoring position. The one thing that is a little different with them is they don't score a lot of runs this year. I think that they're struggling a lot more offensively than they typically do. And that's something that we've got to keep on them. We want Mikey to not let them gain confidence tonight going into the conference tournament next week. But we know that it's going to be a battle. We know that they're going to come up here, and it's always tough when we play them. So we're not worried about records and everything else. We're just worried about us playing well and finding a way to get a win.
We talked last night. It could be the first of maybe 3 times that we see them in the next couple of weeks. They're in the same bracket as us in the Hoosier Hills Conference Tournament, so depending on how they do in their first round. So it's a good opportunity to kind of set the ground rules, or at least get the ground break as far as playing them with some confidence.
Yeah, it is, and I think we've done a nice job of winning some games against some opponents that we have not had as much success with lately. And we've been fine with Floyd Central, but it's just another one we end up going 5-1 playing all of the opponents in our conference. That's a pretty good start to the season for us, and obviously that means nothing when you get in games next week, but it should create some confidence for us, and that's a big thing with us. We've talked a lot about in the last couple of weeks that we expect to be the better team on the field. If we show up to the field that way, that's at least part of the battle, and then the rest of it becomes just playing to our potential and not making mistakes and giving chances to the other team. But I think that it goes a long way for our confidence tonight, regardless of who they're going to pitch. That stuff doesn't matter. It just matters that we got to find a way to get a win against Floyd Central.
We sit here at 12-3. It's hard to nitpick on things, but I know one thing that you and I have talked about. Would love to see this team start doing better is coming up with hits and with runners in scoring position. We've left a lot of runners on base the last few ball games. Is that something that obviously you talk about it? Is that something that has been talked about as far as trying to improve?
Absolutely, and we simulate that as well as we can in practices. Like I said, we've had the machine turned on to make the at-bats tougher. But those are all of the different things that we've worked on. We keep working on the bunt game and giving them options between sack, bunt for a hit, or slash. Those are things that helps in those situations. And the other part is that, we've worked on a squeeze a little bit lately, and that's not something that we've ever done with me as a coach. I've not been a big fan of it. I would rather see our guys hit it. But, with this group, with some of the speed that we've got, that's something we've worked on lately. And if the situation calls for it, that's what we're going to do. So we're just trying to find any way possible to get guys to the bases that we need to get them at and score runs with as few hits as possible, because we just know next week that, it's not going to be a hit fest in many games. It's going to be situational stuff, and that's really all we've done in practice this week.
All right, looking for a good one tonight against the Highlanders. Hopefully Mother Nature will allow us to get this game in. A best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Jay. Go out.
Starting lineups is next in the opening pitch at Seymour Baseball against Floyd Central. And you're listening to Seymour Baseball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB, and as well as our YouTube channel 927 Nash Icon.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
Spring is a season of new beginnings, so why not start fresh with a savings account from the People's Bank? Whether you're saving for a summer vacation, home upgrades, or just a rainy day, we've got the perfect accounts to help your money grow. With competitive interest rates and easy access, your savings will bloom in no time. Stop by the People's Bank nearest you to start saving today. The People's Bank, helping you plant seeds for a brighter future. Member FDIC.
You can count on us.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get SciHo Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with SciHo Insurance Services. At SciHo, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at sciho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become SciHo Smart.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? Various diseases can be detected early through a comprehensive eye exam. At Connor Smith Eye Center, the doctors look for signs or symptoms for various diseases, not just for the eyes. Through an eye exam, you're able to detect diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, tumors, and stroke. Do not delay. Call Connor Smith Eye Center today for an eye exam. 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Hello, big humans. The Tooth Fairy here with a special message. The only thing sneakier than me putting money under the pillow are those sneaky bacteria and food hiding between your teeth. They're tiny, but oh so tricky, but fear not. Dr. Pierce, Dr. Coomer, and Dr. Gardner and the team at Jackson County Dental are your fairy tale approved super dentists, ready to protect your shiny smiles. You can visit my fabulous fairy tale friends at Jackson County Dental in Seymour. So have the even bigger humans make an appointment today for the whole family. With love from the Tooth Fairy.
It's J.C. Bank's Quasquai Centennial. What's that? It's just a fancy way of saying J.C. Bank has been serving South Central Indiana for 125 years. Planning ahead? Explore great CD rates, loan rates, or any of their banking, investments, or trust products. Celebrate 125 years with them at one of their 13 locations or visit jcbank.com. J.C. Bank, serving you so long, they had to learn to say Quasquai Centennial. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're ready now, let's check the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for the Floyd Central Highlanders, coached by Casey LeDuc, his squad comes in again with a record of 7-9 on the season. Leading off and playing left field will be Ross Jackson. Batting second, the shortstop, Luke Jacoby. Travis Combs will hit third. He'll be in center field. Batting fourth and catching, Jack Mole. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Jackson Hone. Hitting sixth in right field, Peyton Durham. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Gareth Davenport. Batting eighth is the third baseman, Easton Hogan. And hitting ninth and playing second base, Lance Metz. Pitching for the Highlanders is right-hander Easton Woodrum. Again for Floyd Central, Jackson in left, Jacoby at short, Combs in center. Mole catching, Hayne the DH, Durham the right fielder, Davenport at first, Hogan at third, Betts at second with Woodrum on the mound. For the Seymour Owls, Coach Jeremy Ritchie has them pinned this way, 12-3 on the season. And again, haven't played since Saturday, coming off a victory against Whiteland. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Brady Harp. In the number 2 spot in left field, Parker Thompson. Batting third at third base, Jackson Trueblood. Mikey Wright on the mound for the Owls tonight. He'll bat fourth. Hitting fifth and catching, Tyler Nicholson. Batting sixth at first base, Braden Ritchie. Batting seventh is the center fielder, Braylon Busby. Caden Bishop will be DHing tonight. He'll bat eighth. He's hitting for right fielder Ross Pumphrey. And batting ninth at second base, Aaron Holtz. Again for the Owls, Harp at short, Thompson in left, Trueblood at third. Right pitching, Nicholson in center, Ritchie at first, Busby in center, Bishop the DH, and Holt at second, and Ross Pumphrey in right field. The umpires for this evening's contest, behind the plate, Greg Hammond. On the base paths, Brian Turpin. Seymour in there, all purple tonight. Purple pinstripes, purple jerseys with the Seymour hat with the S on the front. Owls on the back, Floyd Central, and their yellow jerseys with green and yellow helmets and gray pants. It's the Owls and the Highlanders here from American Legion Field. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. Let's play. The wind and the pitch, and finally, this game is underway as that's a foul ball hit down the right field line and out of play. Officially a 56-minute delay, and I like Kurt's response, bus delay. 56-minute bus delay tonight. And we are underway. 64 degrees, your game time temperature. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's a curveball taken for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes now on the leadoff hitter, Ross Jackson. With Luke Jacoby, Travis Combs due up here in the top of the first inning. Here's the wind in the pitch, and it swung on and bounced foul. Mikey Wright making his 6th start of the year. He's 4-0. With a 1.33 ERA and 21 innings of work. He's allowed just 4 earned runs, 27 strikeouts, 9 hits, and 7 walks. And he is set to deliver the 0-2 pitch here to Jackson, and he throws it by him. So a strikeout of Ross Jackson to open the game. And the one-out batter will be the shortstop, Luke Jacoby. Defensively for the Owls, Braden Ritchie at first, Aaron Holt at second, the shortstop, Brady Harp, and at third base, Jackson Trueblood. The outfield left to right, Parker Thompson, Braylon Busby, and Ross Pumphrey. Tyler Nicholson does the catching. And the first pitch from Mikey Wright to Luke Jacoby is a curveball taken for a strike. Floyd Central does not have their stats on Max Prep, so I can't give you any of their hitting stats. I can tell you, though, that they come in with a record of 7-9. Here's a swing and a miss. And no balls, 2 strikes on Luke Jacoby. As Mikey Wright trying to make quick work of him like he did the first batter. Here's a slow ground ball hit to third. Trueblood up with it, throws across the diamond in time. And there's 2 away for the catcher, Travis Combs. Talked about Floyd Central. They come in with a record of 7-9, which is unusual. Of course, they lost their stud pitcher, Blaine Metz, at the beginning of during the offseason with a shoulder injury. The IU recruit, unfortunately, has to miss the entire year, was clocked in the mid-90s during summer ball. So that put him in behind the 8 ball right away. Here's a high fly ball center field, and it should be a 1-2-3 inning for Mikey Wright as Braylon Busby camps under it. He makes the catch, and it's a good start for the Owls as they get Floyd Central 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. Bottom of the first we go. It's Floyd nothing. Seymour coming to bat. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
New Legacy understands the importance of securing your future, and we are ready to serve you at either of our locations in Seymour or Scottsburg. Insurance isn't just about protection. It's about providing peace of mind and financial security for you and your loved ones. Whether it's safeguarding your business, home, or health, New Legacy is here to guide you through the process and ensure you have the coverage you need. Don't wait until it's too late to protect what matters most. Call today at 812-271-2000 or visit us to start building a legacy of security. When it comes to insurance, do what you do best and delegate the rest. To us at New Legacy.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Now let's get their first crack at a right-hander. And Eason Woodrum, junior right-hander for the Highlanders, making his third start of the year. He's got a 1-1 record as a pitcher, and he delivers the first pitch to Brady Hart, but it's fouled out of play. Strike one. Brady, 347, swinging a hot bat of late, 17 of 49 on the year with 4 doubles, a triple, and 8 RBIs. As Woodrum delivers the 0-1, it's a curveball, misses inside. We were talking about Floyd and the fact that they're 7-9, but who they played is certainly into consideration. How about this? They played Louisville Ballard last night. Lost to Ballard 4-0. Here's a pop-up in the infield. The shortstop, Luke Jacoby, right on the second base bag, catches that, and there's one away. Talking about this, Louisville Ballard, they are ranked number 7, I believe, in the nation. They are 31-3 this year. So, obviously, they don't have the same rules in Kentucky that Indiana as far as number of games you can play. 31-3. How can you play that many games? So, but they played teams from 6 different states. It's I mean, it's like, wow, really? Exactly. So, but Floyd lost to them 4-0 last night. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Parker Thompson. And Parker hits one foul out of play. It's 1-2. Parker hitting .341, coming in 14 for 41 on the year with a couple doubles and 5 RBIs. The 1-2 pitch. And that's looped down the right field line. That'll stay in play, but it will make it out of play, and count stays 1-2. Tuesday night, the Highlanders lost to St. X of Louisville 1-0. They beat Providence on Monday night 1-0. That was their last win. There's a pitch that stays high. They split a doubleheader with Columbus East. They lost to New Albany 7-3. They beat Castle, who is a good team. They beat Columbus North, so lost 2-1 to Jeffersonville. But again, curveball inside. Count runs full now 3-2. As mentioned, they've struggled to score runs. So you look at their games, they've scored 2, 1, 1. There's a 4, 2, 4, 3, 1. So they don't score the runs that they have in years past. And Parker Thompson draws a base on balls. So nice job by Parker after falling behind 0-2. Comes back and draws the walk, and there'll be a base runner for Jackson Trueblood. Trueblood is 368, 14 of 38 on the year with 3 doubles and 6 RBIs. Jackson, right-handed batter, as Thompson gets his lead at first base. He is running on the first pitch, and Jackson hit and run, going to bounce it into right field, a base hit. Thompson around second base. He will hit third base as Jackson Trueblood right on the cue, a hit and run, and he hits a base hit right where the second baseman was occupied, who was covering the bag. And the Owls have him at first and third with 1 out. So a perfectly executed hit and run there as Thompson is running, and Trueblood hits a single right where the second baseman would normally be playing. He was the one covering. And Mikey Wright a chance to help himself. And Mikey has been swinging a very hot bat of late. As this pitch, and it's a curveball taken outside, ball 1. Mikey's got his average up over 400. That leads the team. 406 as far as with the bats. Max Coates technically the highest at 444, but he has 9 at bats to Mikey's 32. Now here goes Trueblood. He takes off. They throw down to second, not in time. And a fake throw to third as Thompson down the line comes back. So Trueblood took off before the pitcher delivered, and he was halfway to second before the pitcher realized it. So that's a stolen base. And runners now at second and third. And stepping off is pitcher Woodrum, now back on the rubber. 1 ball, no strikes. So a chance for Mikey Wright to help himself here. And the 1-0 pitch. And that ball gets away from the catcher, but it gets away from him to up the third baseline, and Parker unable to advance. Good one going on down at softball tonight. Seymour and Bloomington South, and tied at 1 after 5 innings of play. Anyhow, softball team will be down there tomorrow covering Seymour softball senior night. They'll be hosting Salem. Here's the 2-0. Mikey lays off a pitch in the dirt, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Tyler Nicholson waiting on deck. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fastball taking all the way was right, and it's a strike 3-1. Mikey's second on the team in RBIs with 11. 6 doubles, a homer. Home run coming Friday night. First home run of his high school career. 3-1 pitch, and that is taken low, ball 4. So Mikey is on with a walk, and they're loaded for Tyler Nicholson. And Sawyer Smith is going to come in and be the courtesy runner for Mikey Wright at first base. So Smith, the courtesy runner, and now Tyler Nicholson bats. Tyler, 289 average, 13 for 45, 4 doubles, 15 RBIs. He leads the team in RBIs and won an opportunity here to get a couple more, and he hits a high pop-up foul and out of play. Strike 1. Tylen always seems to come up in these situations, especially early. He's had opportunities to hit in the first inning with runners on base, and no better chance to do that right now than with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Infield at double play depth, third baseman and first baseman in on the grass. They'll come home with it. As Woodrum, the 0-1, and Nicholson grounds it into the hole. No, shortstop backhands it, but has no play. That's an infield single. That ball looked like it was headed for left field, but nice play by the shortstop, Jacoby, to keep it in the infield. But Nicholson does come through with the RBI single, his 16th RBI of the year, and the Owls lead it 1-0. Courtesy runner Charlie Rocky comes in for Nicholson.
Number 7, Charlie Rocky, now running for the Owls.
So the Owls an early 1-0 lead. And now Braden Ritchie will bat. Ritchie, 267 average. And the first pitch is a curveball taken outside, ball 1. Braden 8 for 30 on the year, 5 doubles, 6 RBIs. Infield now comes in at all 4 positions. And the 1-0. And that's lined into left center field. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. He will score as well. Sawyer Smith. And the Owls lead it 3-0 on the 2 RBI single by Brayton Ritchie. He lined that one right back up the middle. And the Owls strike early here in the top half or bottom of the first inning, and they lead it 3-0. RBIs number 7 and 8 for Ritchie. And it'll be center fielder Braylon Busby to bats. Braylon, the 7th batter to hit in the inning. 6 straight Owls now have reached base after the pop-up to start the game. And the first pitch from Woodrum is taken outside, ball 1. Charlie Rocky out at second base. Braden Ritchie at first. The 1-0 pitch to Busby, squares to bunt, and he fouls it off at the plate. The count evens at a ball and a strike. This is where, and again, certainly the Owls have scored 3 runs already, and that's a great start, but you have a chance here to put a big-time number on the board. Have to take advantage and try to put the clams down early. Busby looks at an inside fastball on the inside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caden Bishop waiting on deck as Eason Woodrum brings the 1-2 pitch, and Busby swings and hits one into right center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Runners will move up to each station. They had to hold to see if the ball was going to be caught or not. The right fielder, Peyton Durham, a great effort out there in right field, but he came up empty. And the Owls hit parade continues. That is hit number 4 for Seymour in the inning. And Caden Bishop will bat. Caden getting the opportunity to swing the bat here tonight. 1 for 4 on the year with a couple RBIs. And the first pitch, a curveball to him, is taken high, ball 1. Bishop had a 2 RBI single against Beech Grove, his lone hit of the year. Chance for a couple more RBIs here. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and chopped over the third baseman into left field, a base hit. 1 run will score. They're waving Ritchie around. He will score. Now here comes Busby to third. He is in there as the left fielder couldn't field it cleanly. Busby read it perfectly, slides into third. It's now a 5-0 ball game as Caden Bishop has a 2 RBI single, and the Owls are rolling here in the first inning. Aaron Holt, the 9th batter to hit for the Owls. As Seymour is putting the hammer down here in the bottom of the first inning. And now Caden Bishop takes off for second base, and he's tagged out. Don't exactly know. And now Coach Perry's asking Caden, I don't know whether he just kind of took off, and they easily throw him out at second base for the second out of the inning. And the first pitch to Holt drills him right above the waist. So Aaron Holt hit by the pitch. So he's aboard, and the Owls, Brady Harp will come to bat here in the top half, or in the bottom of the first for the second time. So Brady hit a pop-up to the second baseman, his first, or the shortstop, his first time. Brady's been swinging a hot bat, but he's got some pressure on him now. There goes the runner Holt, and no throw. That's a stolen base. So the Owls have them at second and third. .347 average for Brady coming in. As Woodrum delivers the 1-0, and it misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. At this rate, Floyd Central are going to wish their bus was even later. Two balls, no strikes. Runners lead at second and third. And the pitch. Swung on and hit back into deep left field. That ball's hit well. That ball is gone. It's out of here. Well, forget about Brady Harp making 2 outs in 1 inning. He says, heck with that, I'm going to hit one out of the ballpark. And the Owls have put an 8th spot on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. Brady Harp levels a 2-0 fastball over the left field fence. And the Owls have erupted here tonight. 8 runs in the bottom of the first inning. I was going to give Brady a hard time if he made 2 outs in the same inning. He says, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry about it. And now Parker Thompson will bat. And he swings and misses, and Floyd Central's got some activity in their bullpen. But Coach Ritchie said it was important for the Owls to get on top early because Floyd's had trouble scoring runs, but I don't know that you dreamt it was going to be an 8-run first inning. But indeed, that's what it is. No balls, 2 strikes now on Parker. And the 0-2 hit foul off first base. Parker walked, and you look back, and even his at-bat might have been right off the bat. He was 0-2, came back and drew a base on balls. But that has led, and that started an onslaught. Here's the 0-2. And that swung on, hit back into straightaway center field, and that should be it, and it will be. The center fielder, Travis Combs, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But, wow, what a first inning for the Owls. They score 8 times, highlighted by a 3-run bomb by Brady Harp. And it's after 1, Seymour 8, Floyd Central nothing. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
At Stoll Insurance, we focus on the farm and agribusiness insurance market. Whether you own a grain operation, hog confinement, livestock, or hobby farm, we work with industry-leading carriers that know and understand the risk you have. We take the time to individually learn about your operations in order to best protect you. Call or stop by today to talk to one of our farm agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, or Chris Stahl, at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour, or we can be reached at 812-524-0692.
BSM Groups, your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
You can have the warmth of winter when you call S&B Wall Coverings. Their dedicated team treats you like family, providing professional insulation services to keep you snug. Save on energy bills and elevate your home's comfort by scheduling with S&B Wall Coverings. Their services don't stop there. S&B also provides expert interior painting and light remodeling services with competitive pricing. It's time to make your space warm and cozy with S&B Wall Coverings. Give them a call at 812-216-0162.
Jack Moll, first pitch swinging here in the second inning. Hits one right off the end of the bat in front of the mound. Mikey right fields, throws on to first base in time for the out. 1 away, and the batter will be the designated hitter, Jackson Hain. And the first pitch to Jackson is taken high, ball 1. And it's time for our Ask the Booth question. Jay Wright asks, or Jay Shepman ask a question each Seymour game. Different things. He's got a lot of different topics to send me, and today's one is, have you ever been Have you attended the new Music Center at the Brown County Music Center since they rebuilt it? What's your favorite concert that you have attended at the Brown County in the new or old venue? Pitch taken high, 3-0. I have been to the new venue. Been there a few times. Saw Clay Walker. Went and saw a Christmas show, Sarah Evans' Christmas show there. Haven't been there as much. Of course, back when in the old venue, I had a chance to MC a whole lot of shows and saw a lot of people in that facility. I was upset the day that building burned to the ground. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count on Jackson Hayne. 1 out deep here in the top of the second. But yes, I have been, Jay. That's a question I can take an hour to tell you all the people who've seen the news center. Strike 3 called. Got Hayne looking on a called third strike through the backdoor curveball by him. And with 2 outs, the batter will be Peyton Durham. Peyton Durham, left-handed batter. And the pitch taken outside, ball 1. The new facility is a very nice facility, though. There's not really a bad seat in the house. 1 ball, no strikes. Squaring to butt. And he misses outside, Mikey does. 2 balls and no strikes on Durham. Right fielder. Mikey trying for his second straight 1-2-3 inning. Delivers the 2-0 pitch, and that's a strike as he throws the curveball on the inside corner, 2-1. Coach Casey LeDuc, longtime FC coach, misses outside, 3-1. Bloomington South has taken a 5-1 lead on Seymour in the 6th inning. And that pitch misses high, ball 4. So Durham is on with the walk. First base runner of the game for the Highlanders. And it'll bring up first baseman Gareth Davenport. Must have been a 4-run 6th inning down there. Bloomington South, did they not win 4A last year, state? I think they did. They either won it or they were runner-up. It was either last year or 2 years ago. They've had a successful program there. First pitch to Davenport misses high, ball 1. So Mikey all of a sudden having a little trouble finding the strike zone. As he checks the runner Durham at first base. And delivers, and now he will step off. And just a little note to let Durham know he knows he's there. Again, the stretch. Check of the runner and the 1-0 pitch, and that's hit foul right back to the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. First pitch tomorrow night, the Lady Owls will celebrate senior night against Salem. That game was scheduled for Monday, but was postponed till tomorrow night. 5:30 start. I'll be there to bring you the action of that game tomorrow night. So invite you to come on out, watch some softball. There goes the runner. Pitch is taken for a ball. Throw down to second is in time. Kylan Nicholson fires it down to second base, and they get the runner trying to steal. So we go to the bottom of the second. It's Seymour 8, Floyd Central nothing. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets for the Jackson Live and Events Center, jacksonliveandevents.com.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
Seymour, second time around, as the Owls sent 11 batters to the plate in the first inning and scoring 8 times. Jackson Trueblood executed a perfect hit and run. Came around to score as he delivered the first pitch delivered to him from Easton Woodrum is taken outside, ball 1, and joined tonight by my friend, and I know yours as well, Mr. Tim Perry. Hello, Coach.
Hello, Jay. How's your evening been so far?
Doing well. Doing well. Even after that first inning, that was something, wasn't it? Coach said he wanted to put a statement on there early. 8 runs. That's a good statement.
Well, the practices the last couple days, locked in, a lot of work on offensive situations, and for Jackson Trueblood to get that key hit and run knock, that was icing on the cake from all their work they put in.
And Jackson works a 4-pitch walk here to start the second inning.
Unfortunately, Mike Wright beat me out there to Brady Harp's home run ball. He had a closer walk to it. I had to go clear. That's okay.
Oh, you went out there, though?
Yeah. And
not realizing somebody was out there.
As soon as I was about to get to left center field, Mike Wright was picking it up. So then I just meandered back to my spot. Ooh.
And the first pitch to Mikey Wright is taken inside. Wright walked back in the first inning. Well, I said on the air, I said I didn't want to have the dubious honor of saying Brady make 2 outs in the same inning, and he said, "To the heck with that."
Exactly.
And that pitch is inside, 2-0.
Jay, what did their DH do, their 5th batter?
He was called out on strike.
Thank you.
2 balls, no strikes on Mikey Wright. I'm happy to have you here. There might have been a chance you weren't going to be here tonight, right?
Well, we had thought about it, but then, my goodness.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
I had to spend my whole study hall getting ready for a sub, and we replaced our flooring, so we've had a lot going on with that. So I'm happy to be here.
Well, and we want to say the reason you wouldn't be here was because you'd be watching your son play.
Right, they're doing their
conference baseball.
Yes. Do you know the team that plays there? And I think it's independent ball. It's Marion, Illinois facility, Mountain Dew Park.
Mountain Dew Park? They serve Mountain Dew?
My brother and sister-in-law are out there because they're retired.
You have retired family everywhere, I think. You have family everywhere in this state.
I don't know about that. But I told my brother, because we're big Mountain Dew fans, and why wouldn't you be?
Well, of course.
Said, you better have bought a Mountain Dew at Mountain Dew Park. And he said, of course he did. And they had really awesome pretzels. So he got some.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Mikey Wright. Jackson Trueblood at first base with the leadoff walk. And he takes off early. They throw to first, and the ball gets by the first baseman. And Jackson Trueblood is going to come to third, and he'll make it there as well. So they had Jackson caught, but the pitcher, errant throw to first base, and Jackson makes it all the way around to third. So that's a throwing error, and the Owls, a runner at third base with nobody out, and a 3-ball, 2-strike count still on Mikey Wright.
Well, whatever team, Jay, it is that plays at that facility in Marion, Illinois, they're the hillbillies. No, I'm sorry. They're the Thrillbillies.
The Thrillbillies.
The Thrillbillies, yes.
That's a name I've not heard before.
Good discipline.
Ball 4 as Mikey draws a walk. And I think for the first time since you have been coming up here, we're going to have a pitching change while you're here.
Wow, I'm happy about that. So I just sit tight, don't I?
You just sit tight. I'm not getting rid of you. We can sit here and talk, or we can go to commercial.
What do you want to do, Jay? You know, I'm flexible.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, how about I'll paint a picture for the next time. When are we home again?
We are home again Monday.
So Monday, and I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I have a special picture in all my pictures of all of our children's teams throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably so it was at Shield. So what's that, like 7, 8 year old coach pitch?
It could be now. I don't know what the leagues.
The Best Way Reds, of course, because my wife would always sponsor her children's teams. We were the Best Way Reds, and I'll just leave it at that, and then I'll elaborate on it when I actually have it with me next week. But that's all I have for now.
Well, that's why. But remember, you were the Best Way. I don't remember what my sponsor was, but I was the A's, and only Tim Perry would stand. This was when the coaches were allowed to be in the outfield. It was coach pitch
at Shields,
and parents were allowed to be in the outfield.
Yeah.
And just as we got ready to play, I'm on the mound throwing to my team. Coach Perry says, "Hey Jay, it's the A's of the Reds, World Series, isn't it, baby?"
Yes. That might have been that same team, too, that I'm going to bring the picture for. I'm thinking that was that same squad. Of course, we were the Best Way Reds, so that was that same season, I'll bet you.
I don't know what my sponsor was, but I was the A's.
And that was a Jack Pennington squad that you had, as I recall.
Jack Pennington was on the team.
What were...
Lance Hubbard was on the team.
Of course. Do you remember any other young men on that squad?
Lane Schrader. Plays at Columbus North now with the Cubs. He was on that team. I think Luke Hildreth was a member of that team. Oh, goodness. I know there were a couple more. But I do believe, though, just like the regulars, just like the World Series, the Reds beat the A's that night.
I hope so. I'm not going to mention it. Well, we know, obviously, the obvious one we know who was on the team was Little Bready Cakes.
Absolutely.
But then other than that.
I first time ever, I adjusted how I threw to my kids so they wouldn't hit it to your kid who was playing shortstop.
I'm not going to tell you any others on the squad. We'll save that for next week. How about that?
Tyler Nicholson is the batter, new pitcher for the Highlanders. And we were sitting there talking. I didn't even see who came out there. Tate O'Leary, a junior right-hander, takes over on the mound.
That's O'Leary's a good name to be wearing green and yellow, isn't it?
Could be. Tylen had a big RBI single, infield single. There goes the runner, and no throw down to second. Sawyer Smith running again for Mikey. So the Owls have him at second and third. Nobody out here in the second inning. If you're just joining us, we're on an hour late.
Mm-hmm.
Bus delay, as
That's
I call
what
it.
I heard.
Bus delay.
Yes, we had that Allen's senior year before we went to Lanesville. Do you remember that, Jay? We waited, and there was no bus, and there was no bus.
I do remember that.
Finally had the call.
Uh-huh.
It happens, doesn't it?
By the way, Brad Thompson, your friend, my friend, more time with Tim is golden.
Well, thank you, Coach T, a.k.a. Bradford. We love him.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Tylen Nicholson. The Owls in front 8-0 as they bat here in the bottom of the second. Infield in the pitch, and it's outside. Nice play by the catcher to keep that one in front of him, 2-2. By the way, do you know why I was the A's that year? And I'll just tell you.
You told me this before?
Probably, but when I coached that back then, I don't know if they do that still or not in youth league. It's been a day since I've been involved with the youth league program. 2-2 pitch, one
Get
gone.
Through.
Shortstop Field said he'll throw home, not in time. As Jackson Trueblood slides in, the ball gets away from the catcher, and Tyler Nicholson just retreats out to second base. That would have been a tough play to make right there. That was a nice hit. That'll go down as a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
I'll credit Tylen with an RBI, but that would have been a tough play to play.
Would have been.
Had he even tried to throw to first base. So, but the Owls score. Now it's a 9-0 ball game. Charlie Rocky comes in to run for Tyler Nicholson out at second base, and the batter is Braden Ritchie, who had a 2 RBI single in the first inning, and he looks at a first pitch strike.
Do you like that take on that 0-0 count with that curveball? Do you like that Braden took that?
Do I like it?
Yes.
Oh, do you? You're the coach. Okay, that was a good take.
Because if he sees that again, he's going to
drive
it to the opposite way.
And that one misses inside.
What you just saw, but of course.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Go ahead with your A's.
But no, as a coach, I always would choose different teams every year, so I'd have a different Major League Baseball.
This does sound familiar. This story sounds familiar to me. So were you just needing? Now I don't like that take, by the way.
That was a fastball right down the middle that Braden kind of.
So did you need the Oakland A's to complete your?
No, but I needed them to. I didn't have them to begin with.
Do you still have those hats somewhere in your place?
Somewhere in my house, I do. I don't know where my wife put them. Here's a flare in the center field. That should be deep enough to score Sawyer. Catch is made. Here comes Smith. Here comes the throw. Not in time.
Good job.
It's a sacrifice fly for Braden Ritchie. RBI number 3, and it's now a 10-0 Seymour lead.
Back in the days of Riverfront Stadium, Jay, as I was a small lad, and so was my older brother. So he tagged up. He's there. Yeah. They just appealed. They thought Sawyer left early. He did not leave early. The Owls are fine. We would play. The setup was ideal in where we grew up. The house was our backstop, and we would play baseball with a tennis ball, and we would be different major league teams. So we would make sure we had we'd buy you remember the old plastic hard caps that you could get at the Reds games? We would make sure we'd have all of the National League teams.
Okay.
But now we'd always be the Reds, right? There'd always be the Reds and then the other teams.
Reds, exactly.
Good times.
Those are good times. There's Braylon Busby. Braylon in a single looped a single into right center field back in the first inning.
With all our housework going on, we've been pitching and looking through materials, and we came upon.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside 2-0.
Some informational programs, if you will, from Seymour Christian Church back in the day when we were members. And I saw the Busby family, and I emailed a picture of that to Braylon, and I put as the subject, precious. And he replies, boy, that was a long time ago. He couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 pictures. So cute.
3 balls, no strikes on Braylon Busby. Charlie Rocky out at second base, 1 out here, bottom of the second. The stretch by, and the fastball taken all the way by Braylon, and that's a strike. Tate O'Leary, second pitcher used. By the way, you can close the book now on the starter, Woodrum. Both runners he faced here in the inning scored, so 10 runs, all charged to him. 3 balls, 1 strike, the stretch, and the pitch. Check swing, and that's a strike, 3-2. Now, my daughter played for a couple years in T-ball, and one year I was the Mariners. And everybody's like, why are you the Mariners? Well, I didn't have the hat.
Exactly. now we know for sure. So did you get the complete set?
I did not. I was like 3 or 4 teams short. I was 3 or 4 teams short. I don't have the Giants for some reason. Couldn't even tell you the other 2. I don't think I had the Cubs one year because I was on a team that was the Cubs.
That's
not
down,
my choice. There's a flare in the right field. That's
kind of like his first one, wasn't it?
It sure is. Rocky had to hold up to see if the ball was going to be caught, so he goes to third base, and it's a 2-hit night for Braylon Busby, and the Owls just continue to hit away. And now Caden Bishop will bat. He had a 2 RBI single in the first inning.
Now, was that, did I miss something, or was that was not his first varsity hit, was it?
No, it was not. He had a 2 RBI single at Beach Grove.
There you go. Yes. Thank you.
And now there are runners at the corners, and Coach Ketcher going through some signs on what they do if Braylon Busby takes off at first base.
What about the Pacers?
Unbelievable.
Did it really happen?
Unbelievable. That was incredible.
Did you see the statistic since 97, 98? Well, Aaron Floyd said something to me about it, and then one of our new social studies teachers, Brian Chelius, I ate lunch with him, and he sent me an image that confirmed it. That, what is it, like in playoff games since 97, 98, with the
7-point deficit in the final minute. Teams were 0 and 1,600 and something, and now the Pacers have done it twice in less than a week.
Can we say they're a team of destiny?
Something special about them, isn't it? There's a strike called.
Is the strike zone going to extend a little bit?
I don't know if it will or not. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
No, were you watching it live?
I was.
Did you put something on Facebook
Absolutely.
shortly after I thought I saw? What was the exact wording of that?
His name is Tyrese Halliburton.
I love it.
Boom, baby.
I love it. In my class,
the most overrated player in the NBA, according to that survey. I'll gladly take him on my team.
In my classroom from Star Wars night last year at, what is it now, Gamebridge?
Mm-hmm.
I have a Star Wars Pacers royal blue t-shirt that has, of course, the Star Wars logo because it was Star Wars night and Boom Baby on it. That's a cherished shirt.
No balls, 2 strikes. The holding count on Caden Bishop. The stretch and the pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called. Up froze him.
All right, Jay, we'll have a topic. That's only 2 outs. What am I doing? I got to stay focused.
I know you're not used to being up here this long.
But I'm happy.
Pack a lunch up here. Aaron Holt will bat.
Oh, I already had a cheeseburger and a pickle.
Aaron was hit by a pitch back in the first inning.
And by the way, speaking of food, if people still have some time, well, there is time, but if people have time to make it to Brooklyn Pizza, there's a Slices and Songs fundraiser going on for the Seymour Choir.
Yes. Tonight, yes.
I think that goes until 9, and there's some music, as I recall. It starts at 9. So if you get a chance, please go support the Seymour High School Choir at Brooklyn Pizza.
Okay. I'm not sure we'll be done by 9 o'clock. We may be now. Who knows?
Well, I thought I might escape on my bike to do that, but then I thought I might miss the start, so I just went with a Troy Boshear's cheeseburger and a pickle and a Mountain Dew, and it got the job done.
Troy Boshear's cheeseburgers are special.
They are.
He does something to them that makes them extraordinary. 2 balls, no strikes on Aaron Holt. Swing and a miss. Got a good cut on that fastball. 2-1. Al's bat here, bottom of the second, 10-0. Seymour in front.
This is a game, Jay, where you got to make sure these guys stay focused, especially defensively. Make sure Mikey Wright continues to pump strikes.
There's a ball hit down the left field line. If it's fair, it's extra bases, foul ball. Well, he gave it a ride.
What about 6 or 7 feet, maybe 5 feet foul?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, and obviously Floyd Central, and again, they've had 2 games this week, so in all honesty, I don't know where these pitchers fall as far as their rotation goes. Hated that fact that Blaine Metz got injured and not able to pitch this year. He was good.
Yeah, I saw him over there before the game.
Is he with them? Okay, good. I didn't know if he was.
Assuming that's the guy that had his
shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Coach Ritchie said they played Ballard last night?
They played Ballard last night.
And they've only lost 1 game on the season. Like they're
30. How about this? 31.
That's what how do they have?
What was they?
They must not have. They must not have limitations on the amount of games you can play in Kentucky.
31-3.
That sounds like your record when you're going into the state championship game.
They play teams from 5 different states.
That's crazy.
Needless to say, they're a nationally ranked team.
Of course they are.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and a swing and a miss by Aaron Holt, and that'll take care of the
out. As I was saying, I'll have that visual next week, and we'll kind of go through. And there was a missing component from the picture, but I'll address that. All right, Jay, it's good to see you again. Good talking to everybody. Go Owls.
10-0. Seymour in front. We go to the 3rd. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
It's J.C. Bank's Quasquai Centennial. What's that? It's just a fancy way of saying J.C. Bank has been serving South Central Indiana for 125 years. Planning ahead? Explore great CD rates, loan rates, or any of their banking, investments, or trust products. Celebrate 125 years with them at one of their 13 locations or visit jcbank.com. J.C. Bank. Serving you so long, they had to learn to say Quasquai Centennial. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center in Seymour are proud to have cared for the vision needs of the community since 1998. From children to senior citizens, from a first eye exam to specialized eye care, Connor Smith Eye Center is here for you. Don't miss your yearly exam. Make your appointment today. Connor Smith Eye Center, 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Hello, big humans. The Tooth Fairy here with a special message. The only thing sneakier than me putting money under the pillow are those sneaky bacteria and food hiding between your teeth. They're tiny, but oh so tricky, but fear not. Dr. Pierce, Dr. Coomer, and Dr. Gardner and the team at Jackson County Dental are your fairy tale approved super dentists, ready to protect your shiny smiles. You can visit my fabulous fairy tale friends at Jackson County Dental in Seymour. So have the even bigger humans make an appointment today for the whole family. With love from the Tooth Fairy.
Understandably, the broadcast is going to seem very minor now. Coach Barry has left the building, so you're stuck with just me. As Floyd Central bats here in the top of the third inning. It'll be 7, 8, 9, Davenport, Gareth Davenport, Easton Hogan, and Lance Metz. Davenport was at the plate when Tyler Nicholson threw Durham out trying to steal. Slow hopper, third base side. Trueblood fields. He throws and out. Braden able to hold his foot on the bag. A nice play by Trueblood charging. It was a wide throw, and Braden held on and got his foot right on the corner of the bag.
Third baseman, number 7, Easton Hogan.
And with one out, batter Easton Hogan. Mikey has faced a minimum to this point. He walked Durham, but then Durham was thrown out trying to steal. And the first pitch to Hogan is taken high, ball 1. As Mikey wheels and delivers the 1-0. And that's slowly hit into the hole. Harp fields, throws, got him. Nice play, Brady Harp in the hole, deep into the hole. And with 2 outs, it'll be second baseman Lance Metz.
Number 13, Lance Metz.
Metz, a right-handed batter. So, Floyd Central getting to the end of the batting order. That ball got him. Pitch in, caught Metz right underneath the left arm. So that's a hit by pitch, second base runner of the game for the Highlanders. And it'll keep the inning alive for the leadoff batter, Ross Jackson. Jackson struck out leading off the game. So second time through the order against Mikey. 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batsman the first time through the order. Floyd Central starting their second time through. The Owls will be starting their third time through the order when they come to bat in the bottom of the third. So Wright works from the stretch again and delivers the first pitch. A curveball taken for a strike. Check of the runner and the pitch. Another curveball and another strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Wright checks the runner at first and delivers, and it's lined into left center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the fence, and that's going to score a run. Around third base comes Metz. Stopping at second is Jackson. First hit of the game for the Highlanders, and FC on the board. 10-1 on the RBI double by Ross Jackson.
The shortstop, number 4, Luke Jacoby.
And the batter will now be the shortstop, Luke Jacoby. Jacoby, a ground ball to Trueblood at third base, his first time. And the first pitch, he squares to bunt, first base side. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it goes foul. Nice job by Tylen to let that ball go. There was no chance of getting Jacoby. Had it stayed on the line, that was going to be a single, and Tylen just let it keep rolling, and it rolled foul. And that's a strike. Checking the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Few day games today. Tigers beat the Rockies 10-2. They're now 24-13 on the season. Kansas City shut out the White Sox 10-0. Red Sox blanked the Rangers 5-0. Twins beat the Orioles 5-2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Jacoby. Reds down 1-0, top of the third in Atlanta. Phillies and Rays 1-1 in the third. Tigers-Rockies played a doubleheader. Tigers up 6-1 on the Rockies in the seventh. Colorado 6-30 on the year. Worst record in baseball. There goes the runner. 2-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. No chance to get him. He had that ball. He had that base stolen before the ball was even delivered. But a swing and a miss, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Luke Jacoby. As Jackson down the line at third. The 2-2 pitch fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Seymour in action after tonight, Saturday, road trip to Providence to play the defending 2A state champions. Be there to bring you the action. First pitch at 11 a.m. That's a varsity, followed by a JV contest on Saturday. And then the conference tournament begins next week. 2-2 pitch, hit back up the middle, fielded by Wright. He will throw to first in time to retire Jacoby. Floyd Central gets a run. On a hit, they leave a runner. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 10-1 Seymour. You're listening to Seymour Baseball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB.
Hi, I'm Vanessa with New Legacy. We are committed to providing payroll, taxes, and accounting services that instill confidence in your business operations. With convenient locations in Seymour and Scottsburg, New Legacy is right here in Southern Indiana, ready to support you every step of the way. Our dedicated team collaborates seamlessly to handle all aspects of your financial needs, ensuring compliance, accuracy, and peace of mind. So do what you do best and delegate the rest to us at New Legacy, specializing in taxes, accounting, insurance, and wealth management. Call today at 812-271-2000.
Spring is a season of new beginnings, so why not start fresh with a savings account from the People's Bank? Whether you're saving for a summer vacation, home upgrades, or just a rainy day, we've got the perfect accounts to help your money grow. With competitive interest rates and easy access, your savings will bloom in no time. Stop by the People's Bank nearest you to start saving today. The People's Bank, helping you plant seeds for a brighter future. Member FDIC.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Brady Harp will lead things off for Seymour here in the bottom of the third. Top of the order up for the Owls, Harp, Thompson, and Trueblood. And Brady takes the first pitch high and inside. He swings and fouls the 1-0 pitch back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brady was up twice in the first inning, popped out his first time, hit a 3-run homer his second time. Pitch is outside 2-1, and I don't recall Brady hitting a home run before, so I'm assuming that was his first high school home run. We'll talk to him hopefully after the game. Here's a high fly ball to center field. This one will hang up, though, for the center fielder, Travis Combs, and there's one away. Parker Thompson will bat. Parker is 0 for 1. Walked and scored in the first. as O'Leary delivers the first pitch outside, ball one. Mention the fact that the Owls will open conference play next week. Seymour will play Jennings County here on Monday night, 6 o'clock. The other game in the half of the bracket is New Albany and Floyd Central. They have not played yet this year. They will actually play as well next week in addition to the conference tournament. Seymour will host Jennings County Monday, and they'll host the game on Wednesday, too, against either New Albany or Floyd, depending on the results of both of the games. Jeffersonville and Jennings County play in the bottom half. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop can't field it off his glove. And Thompson is aboard. Jackson Trueblood will be the batter. We give that an infield single, apparently, or at least that's what we will on the scoreboard. And Jackson Trueblood will bat. Jackson has been on twice, has scored twice. And the first pitch is taken outside, ball one. Singled and scored in the first. He walked and scored in the second inning. As O'Leary checks the runner and delivers, and Trueblood lays off a curveball outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch outside, 3-0. In between that Monday and Wednesday game next week, the Owls also will play a home game on Tuesday night against Scottsburg. So a busy week next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you throw in Saturday. 4-pitch walk to Trueblood, who's on for the third time. And the Owls threatening yet again with 2 on and 1 out. And Mikey Wright will bat. Mikey has walked twice. As O'Leary delivers the first pitch, and it's outside, ball one. All of a sudden, he can't find the strike zone. 5 in a row out of the strike zone by O'Leary. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't think Mikey agreed with that. Thought it might have been a little low. Parker Thompson is running. Pitch is taken and no throw. Double steal, Thompson and Trueblood. So the Owls have him at second and third now with 1 out, 2 balls and a strike on Mikey. O'Leary delivers, and Wright looks at a pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Thompson will score. Wild pitch will bring in Parker and make it an 11-1 ball game. Trueblood follows suit and moves down to third base. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Mikey Wright, who's a pitch away from drawing his third straight base on balls. It's gotten so bad, John Rigworth moved seats. I got you. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You can go over here and talk on the radio with me if you want. The stretch by O'Leary and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mikey down on strikes. Second out of the inning.
The catcher,
and it'll be Tyler Nicholson to bat. Tylen 1 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice back in the second inning. Had an RBI single in the first. That was also an RBI for him in the second. So a couple RBIs tonight. And he looks at a curveball that stays high, ball one. 17 RBIs on the season now for Tyler. Chance to get another one with Jackson Trueblood down at third base. And that swung on and hit back into right field. Hit pretty well, but the right fielder dropped the ball. And Tyler will end up at second base. The right fielder out there, Peyton Durham, tried to nonchalant catch it, and he simply dropped it. So Tyler is on. That'll be a two-base error on the right fielder. And a run scores, and Seymour's in front 12-1. And I'll be honest with you, you don't see that very often from a Floyd Central baseball team. That is just not. Whether they're frustrated maybe with how the season's going, obviously frustrating with how tonight's going, but Coach LeDuc just kind of staring out at his squad right now. And it's been around long enough he has seen he's seen good and he's seen bad, and I can't think. You just don't see a Floyd Central team like they did. That's just a simple drop. Nonchalant and didn't catch it. And Richie, the batter, and Braden swings and hits one right back in that same spot. This one's going to drop in, though, for a hit. Around to score comes Charlie Rocky. It's an RBI single for Richie. 4 RBIs on the night for Braden. And the Owls in front 13-1.
The center fielder, number 13.
And Braylon Busby will bat. Braylon's 2 for 2. And the first pitch to him is taken at the knees, a called strike. Richie's, again, 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs. And Busby looks at another strike, 0-2. Braylon has hit both of them. He hasn't hit the ball very hard. He's kind of hit flares both times, but they found their way into right field. As Richie leads at first, O'Leary delivers the 0-2, and it's swung on and grounded to second. Second baseman Fields, he falls down. He throws, still got him, though. Nice recovery by Lance Metz at second to get Busby, and that'll end the inning, but it's another scoring inning for the Owls as they score 3 times on a couple hits, an error, and 1 left. We go to the 4th. It's Seymour 13, Floyd Central 1. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at BeattyInsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Leading off for the Highlanders, the center fielder, number 5.
3 inning totals. Seymour 13 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Floyd Central 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors. The Highlanders have the heart of the order up 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 4th. Mikey Wright through 3 innings, 1 run on a hit, has struck out 2, walked one and hit a batter. And the first pitch to Travis Combs is a called strike. He was a fly ball victim in the first inning. The wind in the 0-1. And that's a line to second, past the diving Aaron Holt into right field, a base hit. Hit number 2 of the game for Floyd Central.
The catcher.
And the batter will be the catcher, Jack Mull. Mull hit one right back, hit one right on the end of the bat, right in front of the mound in the second inning. First pitch he saw in that second inning, he hit right in front of the mound. There goes the runner, hit and run, ground ball. Brady Harp fields. Only play will be at first. And he will throw out Jack Mull as the Highlanders play hit and run. And a good thing, because had that not been a hit and run, it might have been a tailor-made double play, because it was hit right
Designated hit number 10.
just to the left of second base, but Harp only had the one play. And with one out, it'll be Jackson Hone to step in and called out on strikes back in the second inning. Combs gets his lead at second base, and the pitch got him right underneath the arm. So another hit batter, second of the game. And Floyd has their first 2 on with 1 out here in the fourth inning, and it'll be Peyton Durham.
Number 6, Peyton Durham.
Durham walked back in the second inning. Tyler Nicholson out to talk with Mikey. It's a case there where Mikey just needs to throw strikes. Got a 12-run lead. Don't try to do anything fancy and need strikes. Runners lead at first and second. The check and the pitch. Took something off that. And Durham out in front, strike 1. Again, Mikey checks the 2 runners. And the 0-1 squaring to bunt is Combs. Ball is in the dirt, bounces away from Nicholson, and on to third base will go Combs. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Mikey Wright. 1 ball, 1 strike on Peyton Durham. Floyd Central now runners at the corners with 1 out. And the 1-1 runner at first goes. Pitch is taken. The throw down to second, cut off by Aaron Holtz. Runner at third base stays put. And the pitch was called a ball. That didn't look like it missed by much. 2-1 the count on Peyton Durham. Wright will still work from the stretch with runners at second and third. And the pitch. And he misses outside, 3-1. Gareth Davenport on deck. Runners down at second and third, the 3-1 up high, ball 4. So Durham walks for the second time, and they're loaded with 1 out. For first baseman Gareth Davenport. Davenport a ground ball to third, his first time. Nice play by Jackson Trueblood, charging on the slow ground hit ball to the left side. He bats with them loaded. Seymour plays double play depth at second and short, first and third in on the grass. And the first pitch to Davenport's a fastball called strike at the knees. The 0-1 curveball, swing and a miss. Davenport decided to swing when that ball was practically on him. No balls, 2 strikes. Be a big strikeout here if Mikey can get it. Bases loaded, 1 out here, top of the 4th. The 0-2. He misses high. Ball gets by the catcher. Here comes the runner. He scores. And now the ball gets past Mikey. The runner just almost comes to the ball is still being thrown around. And finally, the Highlanders will stay put at second and third. But it is a wild pitch that will allow the runner to score. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Davenport. Runners at second and third. Now a 13-2 ball game. As Mikey checks the runners and the pitch. And that's hit foul off the right side. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, and time is called. Here the Highlanders bat here, top of the 4th. Seymour in front, 13-2. The Owls erupting for 8 runs in the first inning, 2 more in the second, 3 in the third. Floyd a run here in the 4th inning, trying to do some more. There's a ground ball hit foul off third base this time, and we'll do it again at 1 and 2. Floyd has scored a run here, largely due to the lack of control from Mikey here in the inning. Mikey's walked a batter, hit a batter, and has thrown 2 wild pitches. Against 4th, runners at second and third, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Davenport. And the delivery, and swung on, hit right back up the middle, off of the leg of Mikey. He will recover and flip to first. The run scores. And now we'll make sure Mikey's okay. That ball was hit hard right back up the middle. And I think Mikey got a glove on it that might have deflected it a little bit and didn't hit him directly on the leg. Coach Ritchie's going to come out and make sure Mikey's okay. And almost looked like he might have got a glove on it to deflect it, but it still got him pretty good right on the lower right ankle, and he is stretching it out. Did get the out on Davenport at first base. The run scores. Moving up to third base is Durham. It's now a 13-3 lead for the Owls. And Mikey says he's okay. And he'll get ready to face third baseman Easton Hogan. So Hogan will bat with 2 outs. And again, Durham down at third base. And the pitch. That's a strike, curveball, that backdoor curve came across the inside corner. Hogan, a ground ball deep into the hole at short back in the 3rd inning. Brady Hart made a nice play on to throw him out. And he swings and hits one foul down the right side. Braden Ritchie giving chase. But that falls out of play next to the hitting facility. And Mikey Wright's in control. No balls and 2 strikes. Now we got a ball that got loose from somewhere. Where'd that ball come from? Nobody's throwing in the Owl bullpen. I think might have been a foul ball somebody just threw back across. Now we're set. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, strike 3 called. Hogan was 3 feet off the plate. He couldn't touch that with a fishing pole, and it was right across the outside corner. Third strikeout for Mikey, and that'll end the inning. The Highlanders get a couple of runs. On a hit, they leave a runner, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Seymour 13, Floyd Central 3. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets for the Jackson Live and Events Center, jacksonliveandevents.com.
You can have the warmth of winter when you call S&B Wall Coverings. Their dedicated team treats you like family, providing professional insulation services to keep you snug. Save on energy bills and elevate your home's comfort by scheduling with S&B Wall Coverings. Their services don't stop there. S&B also provides expert interior painting and light remodeling services with competitive pricing. It's time to make your space warm and cozy with S&B Wall Coverings. Give them a call at 812-216-0162.
Have you recently reviewed your home and auto insurance policies? Do you have adequate coverage in place? We at Stahl Insurance are here to help. Come see us at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour. Our agents Shane Tremoyan, Jennifer Skidmore, Nathan Newkirk, Ben Stahl, and Chris Stahl can help evaluate your current policies and make sure proper coverage is in place. That's Stahl Insurance at 812-524-0692 or come see us at 211 North Chestnut Street across from City Hall.
Caden Bishop to lead things off for Seymour here in the bottom of the 4th. Caden had a 2 RBI single back in the first inning, struck out back in the second inning, and he is down no balls and 2 strikes here leading off the 4th. Bishop, Aaron Holt, and then back to the top and Brady Hart. The wind in the 0-2 hits fair down the third baseline. That's a base hit for Bishop, his second hit of the game. Caden getting an opportunity tonight and making the most of it with a couple of singles.
The second baseman, number 11, Aaron Holtz.
And it'll be Aaron Holtz.
For the Owls, number 5, Carter Stein.
And Carter Stein is going to pinch run at first base for Caden Bishop. So Carter Stein will be the runner at first base as Coach Ritchie goes through the changes with plate umpire Greg Hammond. Aaron Holt will be the batter. Aaron is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch, scored a run in the first, struck out in the second inning. So, again, the Owls, I was talking there between innings, be nice to put a run or 2 on the board and get a little cushion. And maybe end this after 4.5 innings. Holt squares to Bunny, pops it up, and Stein will hustle back to the bag. So Aaron got under it and popped it right up to the pitcher, O'Leary. And with 1 out, it'll be Brady Hart. Brady's 1 for 3. It's the big one, a 3-run home run in the first inning. That was runs 5 or 6, 7, and 8 the Owls put up in that 8-run first inning. And the first pitch to him is taken in the dirt, knocked down by the catcher, Jack Mull. Brady, 11 RBIs now on the season. Puts him in a tie for second. He swings and hits one down the right field line. That'll hang up long enough for the right fielder, Peyton Durham, to make a catch. Stein will retreat back to first. And with 2 outs, the batter will be left fielder Parker Thompson. Parker has 1 for 2 infield single his last time, has scored a couple of runs. O'Leary trying to keep the out scoreless. That ball sails past the catcher, and Stein will move up to second base. That was, if I may borrow a quote from the movie, just a bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, curveball, and Parker late fouls it back. 1-1 the count. They were paying absolutely no attention to Carter Stein out at second base. Pitcher never looked back at him. The infielders never moved. Carter wanted to take off and decided not to. And Parker looks at a curveball for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Again, the stretch by O'Leary. Check of Stein. He's running. And the pitch is fouled at the plate. So we'll do it again. Now time is called by the catcher, Jack Mull, as he's going to go out and talk with his pitcher. Apparently not on the same page, maybe from a signal standpoint. That's the only thing I can think of. Don't know, they were discussing who's going to sit where on the bus on the way home. But 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count. And now time is called as Thompson Carter Stein, who is pinch running for Bishop out at second base, gets his lead. And the delivery to the plate is in the dirt, and again knocked down by the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Trueblood on deck if he gets a chance here in the 4th inning. Long look in again. Nobody paying. Now they will throw back to second. Second baseman came, well, didn't throw back, just faked it there. Second baseman came in late. O'Leary gets the sign from his catcher, check of the runner. And the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Parker down on strikes. And for the first time tonight, the Owls do not score in an inning. But if we can hold them scoreless, we'll end early. After 4, it's 13-3. Seymour, you're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Ready to make a difference in our community and be part of something great? Outreach Ministries of Seymour is a local nonprofit dedicated to meeting our community's needs through the love of Christ. Every second and fourth Saturday, our food trailer provides free meals, clothing, and hygiene items to anyone who wants it. Come join us and experience God's love. Event details can be found on our Facebook page, or you can visit us on our website, outreachseymour.org, for more information.
It's J.C. Bank's Quasquai Centennial. What's that? It's just a fancy way of saying J.C. Bank has been serving South Central Indiana for 125 years. Planning ahead? Explore great CD rates, loan rates, or any of their banking, investments, or trust products. Celebrate 125 years with them at one of their 13 locations, or visit jcbank.com. J.C. Bank, serving you so long, they had to learn to say Quasquai Centennial. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Many people don't know our eyes are a window into our health. That is why at Connor Smith Eye Center, Doctors Brooks, Lambring, and Smith believe it is very important to have a complete eye exam once a year. If you are diabetic, you are more likely to develop retinal damage to the eye. During a regular eye exam, your eye doctor can monitor the signs leading to this problem. Do not wait until it is too late to treat. Visit their website at www.connorsmitheyecenter.com for more information, or call for an appointment today at 812-524-3937. See your future clearly.
Top of the 5th inning. The Owls in front by a score of 13-3. And Mikey Wright trying to finish the deal here in the top of the fifth. If we can hold the Highlanders scoreless, we can end early. Lance Metz will lead it off. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run. And the first pitch from Mikey is a curveball taken for a strike. No balls, one strike, the wind and the pitch. And he reaches for that and fouls it out of play. No balls and two strikes. Appearance tonight from Kirk Mans Jr. and Baker and Paxton. I asked Paxton if Baker has his own golf clubs yet. Here's a flare over the head of Aaron Holt into right field. Base hit for Lance Metz. Hit number 3 on the night for the Highlanders.
Number 2, Ross Jackson.
And it'll be Ross Jackson, top of the order to bat. Ross hammered one back in the third inning into the left center field gap that drove in the first run of the game for Floyd. Throw to first, and the runner is back. By the way, Seymour tonight lost at softball. Bloomington South beat the Owls 5-1. There's a snap throw to first by Nicholson, and the runner is back. No balls, one strike on Ross Jackson. Seymour will host Salem tomorrow night on senior night. 5:30 first pitch. We'll have the action for you right here on 99.3 WZZB. That ball bounces, and my goodness gracious, I've never seen that ball bounced up into off of the glove of Nicholson, and it goes up over the screen and out of play. That's a wild pitch. And on to second base will go Metz. I have never seen that before. I mean, a wild pitch that goes up over the net. It was Nicholson tried to backhand it, and it bounced and ricocheted off his heel of his glove, and it went up all the way up over top of the net here behind home plate. That's a good ways up there. Shows you how hard Mikey threw that pitch. Here's the 1-1, and that's a curveball taken for a strike, 1-2. I would have almost thought the runner would get third base, too. A ball out of play, dead ball, but I guess he gets second base on the wild pitch. Misses inside, almost hit another batter, 2-2. Mikey got Jackson to strike out in the first inning. And then Jackson got the double and RBI in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch jammed him, and he fouled it back to the screen. And the count stays at 2-2. Seymour baseball team back in action on Saturday with a road trip to Providence. 11 o'clock first pitch. We'll have the action for you. Two balls, 2 strikes. Again, the stretch and the pitch in the dirt. This time Nicholson able to block it, and that ball may have came up and caught Tylen in the inner thigh. Umpire Greg Hammond walks a ball out to Count is run full now on Ross Jackson. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base, nobody out. And the pitch, high ball 4. So the first 2 have reached here in the 5th for Floyd Central. And now Luke Jacoby will bat. No, he will not.
Your attention, please.
number 18, who is not on the roster. So we don't know who number 18 is. We're going to call him Clay Austin. I have no idea if this is Clay Austin or not, but that's who he is from my standpoint. Sound good to you? Runners at first and second, and the pitch. High pop up in the infield. Infield fly rule is called. Braden Ritchie catches it. And Clay Austin or not, he pops up to the first baseman.
The center fielder, number 5.
The one pitch. And with one out, it'll be center fielder Travis Combs. Travis 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the fourth inning. He lined a single right back up the middle. As Mikey checks and delivers the first pitch, and it's taken outside, ball 1. And the Owls in front 13-3, but right now trying to close the door and end this after 4.5. Floyd trying to at least make Seymour come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. And he fouls the pitch away. 1-1 the counts. Combs flied to center and singled both back up the middle in the fourth inning. Now time is called. Stretch by Mikey Wright. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase on a curveball down. 1-2. Mentioned that Floyd Central plays New Albany Monday on the opening round of the conference tournament. They also drew each other in the first round of the sectional. Which again, I don't know why you have the sectional draw 3 weeks before the sectional begins. They did that with softball too. Don't quite understand it, but I just say wanted it that way. There's a throw back to second that sails into center field, but the runner, Lance Metz, dove back into the bag and was unable to get up. Braylon Busby, a nice job coming in to back it up, and no harm, no foul. But I'll just say 1-2, up by 10, get the hitter. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that misses outside, and he gets away from Nicholson, and the runners move up. So now they're at second and third with 1 out and a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Travis Combs. By the way, in case you did not hear, the Owls baseball got the bye. We'll play Bedford North Lawrence. Of course, the sectional is later this year and the softball as well. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup. Combs down on strike. That's a big out because now there's 2 away, and Jack Moll, the catcher, will bat.
The catcher.
Most years, the sectional the championship game would be played on Memorial Day, whereas this year it doesn't even start until after Memorial Day. The softball sectional begins on Memorial Day. Jack Moll up the middle, fielded by Harp. He can't make a play, and the run scores. Tried to come across the middle to field out and just didn't quite get a handle on the ball. The run scores, and the Owls will at least have to come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Going to give that a hit.
Number 10, Jackson Hall.
Kurt put up a hit on the scoreboard, so I'll give Moll a hit, but that's a ball that Brady, if he fields it, he's able to get Moll, who is not the most fleet of foot. But Brady couldn't quite control it. And the run scores, and it's 13-4, so the Owls will at least have to bat. Jackson Hayne, the designated hitter, is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored. And that pitch misses high. And now we have taken away the hit, and I would be a generous hit if we gave him a hit. There goes the runner from first. It's a right side flare. Aaron Holt charges. He flips. He got him. Nice play over there by Aaron Holtz. But the Highlanders score a run, and at least will make the Owls bat. They'll have to score a run now to end it after 5. It's 13-4 Seymour. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Choosing the right health insurance for you and your employees is essential, and now is the perfect time to get Seyho Smart with your benefits. Hi, I'm John Sattler Jr. with Seyho Insurance Services. At Seyho, we provide flexible and affordable health benefits to companies of all sizes. Our wide range of products include fully insured and self-funded plans backed by our local support teams. Give us a call today at 812-378-7070. Visit us online at seyho.org or reach out to your local agent for more information on how to become Seyho Smart.
Hello, big humans. The Tooth Fairy here with a special message. The only thing sneakier than me putting money under the pillow are those sneaky bacteria and food hiding between your teeth. They're tiny, but oh so tricky, but fear not. Dr. Pierce, Dr. Coomer, and Dr. Gardner and the team at Jackson County Dental are your fairy tale approved super dentists, ready to protect your shiny smiles. You can visit my fabulous fairy tale friends at Jackson County Dental in Seymour. So have the even bigger humans make an appointment today for the whole family. With love from the Tooth Fairy.
Spring is a season of new beginnings, so why not start fresh with a savings account from the People's Bank? Whether you're saving for a summer vacation, home upgrades, or just a rainy day, we've got the perfect accounts to help your money grow. With competitive interest rates and easy access, your savings will bloom in no time. Stop by the People's Bank nearest you to start saving today. The People's Bank, helping you plant seeds for a brighter future. Member FDIC.
You can count on us.
Jackson Trueblood.
Jackson Trueblood will lead things off for Seymour here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Owls, and all 3 of these guys have had success at the plate tonight, so find a way to get a run somewhere. As it's a consensus up here in the press box, we're all hungry. It's time for dinner. I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, can we DoorDash up here to the press box? Is there an address here? Here's a foul ball back off the bat of Jackson Trueblood. Jackson's been on 3 times. He's singled and walked twice, and he scored 3 times. As O'Leary in relief. Misses high and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tate O'Leary, the second pitcher used tonight by Floyd Central. Actually, he's done a decent job calming the bats down. The Owls just unloaded on the starter tonight, Easton Woodrum. Sent 11 batters to the plate in the first inning, scoring 8 times. And they've been in control, but just, again, not needing a run now to end it after 5. Jackson looks at a curveball in the dirt. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trueblood, Wright, Nicholson here in the 5th inning for the Owls. The wind and the pitch misses low, and it's 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming from O'Leary, and it's fouled down the right field line. And will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch coming, 3-2. It's hit into right field. That's a base hit. It's a 2-hit night for Jackson Trueblood. He's been on all 4 times. And he is the winning run, and we'll have a pitch runner at first base. Is that Max Coates running at first? And Mikey Wright, the batter, swings and hits a foul out of play.
Max Coates, number 16, now running at first base.
And it is Max Coates. Pitch running at first base for Jackson. Mikey is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. There goes Coates. It's a swing and a foul at the plate. Fouled that off his foot. Now he's trying to hit and run there with Coates running. Mikey has walked twice, and he struck out his last time. And he's in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Al's getting some, and actually they pinch ran because Jackson Trueblood's going to loosen in the bullpen, and Mikey Wright looks at strike 3 call. With 1 out, it'll be Tyler Nicholson.
The catcher, 21.
So Jackson Trueblood is loosening in the Al's bullpen. As Nicholson steps in, Tylen is 1 for 3 on the night. He's gotten on base all 3 times. There goes the runner. Pitch is taken. A ball. Throw down to second base. Not in time. A stolen base for Max Coates. His 5th stolen steal of the year. And he is, again, the winning run out there if we can get him around. Tylen singled and scored a run in the first, or drove in a run in the first, fielder's choice RBI in the second. And he reached on an error his last time when the right fielder just dropped the ball on a routine fly ball. And he lays off a curveball in the dirt, 2-0. Braden Ritchie on deck. B-Rich has 4 RBIs on the night. He can get up and maybe get a 5 spot in the RBI column. That'd be a night. Tyler could end it right here. Outside ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Coach didn't read that very well. And he's clapping his hands, knowing that he probably should have been at third base after that. But 3-0 the count on Nicholson. And he looks outside, ball 4. So Tylen on with the walk. And Braden Ritchie will bat. And again, the Owls, Charlie Rocky, will come in and run for the catcher. So Braden Ritchie, 4 RBIs, a single and 2 RBIs in the first, a sacrifice fly in the second, an RBI single in the third inning. And the first pitch to him is taken outside, ball 1. Base hit. Max Coates scores. 5 RBI night for Ritchie. We go home happy. Story can be written right here. 1-0 pitch is jammed to the right side. Second baseman will field, go to second for 1. Throw to first, gets past the first baseman. In to score comes Max Coates, and that'll end it. Well, not exactly the way you drew it up, but we'll take it. Final score, Seymour 14, Floyd Central 4. Back to start our postgame show in 2 minutes. You're listening to Seymour Baseball.
Joint pain, injuries, or foot problems shouldn't keep you from enjoying the game. From athletic training to rehab to leading-edge surgical care, the specialists at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help athletes of all ages get back in the game. And for quick injury relief, the walk-in clinic in our Seymour office is available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. No appointment needed. Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
When you buy insurance, you are buying more than just a policy. You're buying the service that goes with that policy. I'm Lance Gentry, partner at Beatty Insurance. Since 1863, the staff at Beatty Insurance has been providing unparalleled service to our customers and to our community. We live here, we are active in local organizations that give back, and we love serving you. Beatty Insurance offers business, homeowners, auto, farm, and life insurance. Call Beatty Insurance for a quote today at 812-522-5640 or check out our website at beattyinsurance.com. Beatty Insurance. We are here when you need us.
Royalty Roofing understands the importance of a sturdy roof beyond just aesthetics. As your shield against the elements, a well-maintained roof safeguards your home and business. Royalty Roofing services extend beyond roofing. We also offer gutter and siding installations for comprehensive protection. With our expertise, we handle insurance claims seamlessly and offer flexible financing options, ensuring your peace of mind throughout the entire process. For quality roofing solutions and exceptional service, contact us at Royalty Roofing at 812-523-8392 to protect your property.
Bob Pointer Family Dealerships is the #1 pre-owned dealer in South Central Indiana and 17th in the entire state. Hello, this is JB Hackman. Bob Pointer not only sells pre-owned vehicles, we buy them too. Your car is probably worth more than you think. Get a cash offer in under a minute. Head over to bobpointergm.com/radio or stop by the dealership for an appraisal. Bob Pointer Family Dealerships, where we sell and buy pre-owned vehicles. Thanks and have a great day.
Make sure your heating system is ready for whatever weather winter brings. Whether it's a fall tune-up for your current system or installing a new one, Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, your local Bryant dealer, will do whatever it takes to keep your family comfortable this winter. With quality parts, reliable system, and advanced technology, they provide service you can trust. To schedule an appointment, contact Schneider's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Bryant, whatever it takes. Get your tickets for the Jackson Live and Events Center, jacksonliveandevents.com.
And back here at American Legion Field where the Owls get the victory tonight. Final score of 14-4. And our post-game show begins with a couple players, stars of the game, and we'll also be joined by Seymour coach Michael Connect. And our first guest is Caden Bishop. Caden gets an opportunity tonight in the lineup and promptly goes 2 for 3.
Yep.
First time we've had you up here, I think. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Good night.
Fun night, yeah.
Fun night, absolutely.
Happy to be swinging the bat and getting hits. Finally.
Tell me a little bit about your first hit. You kind of hit a high chopper over the mound. What pitch did you see? Do you remember?
I seen a fastball. I kind of got on top of it. I tried to drive it over the shortstop's head, but ended up chopping over the third baseman and getting 2 RBIs in a single, so it works out.
I like that one. And then you got the hit right down the third base line.
Yeah.
Second time.
Yep.
Obviously, when you get the opportunity, you got to make the most of it, right?
Yes, sir.
When you get those opportunities. Now, you had a big hit up at Beech Grove, and I mistakenly did you hear about that?
Yes, I did.
Did you get that? I apologize to you.
That's
for
all
that.
right.
I said all along that was Braxton Parker, but it was you that got the hit, so I apologize.
That's
but
all right.
you get hits in big times with RBIs, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit of Caden. Obviously, when you don't have the opportunity to swing it as much as I'm sure you would like to, how do you stay focused in the dugout? Is just being the team player? And
I know at any given time I can get my shot and make things happen. So I just go out there and give it my all. So
now, tell me, are you a junior or senior?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay.
Yeah.
So was that hit at Beech Grove? Was that your first varsity hit?
Previously, I played at Brownstown and then transferred here.
So you did.
I did have some varsity hits at Brownstown Central. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your first hit.
First hit for
in
Seymour
uniform. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. You obviously play Floyd Central tonight. You get off to a big start. That was, you guys were kind of really pumped up for this game tonight. I know. What was that like? 8-run first inning.
It was something special. I mean, obviously, wanted to come out swinging the bat, and we did. So.
Absolutely. You got a chance tonight, a couple hits. Congratulations. And hopefully you get a lot more opportunities.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Caden Bishop, our first guest. And our second player guest is Brady Hart. And probably, Brady, you go 1 for 4 on a night. I probably wouldn't have you up here, but I had to have you up here. Is that the first varsity one?
No, I hit one last year at Madison.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Okay, I wasn't there last year.
Yeah.
I was doing softball that night, so I wasn't there. So I didn't know if that was your first first varsity home run or not, but second.
Yeah.
Tell me about the pitch.
Well, we've been working on 2-0 pitches a lot recently, 2-0 swings. Got my chance, and I swung as hard as I could.
Did you know it was gone?
Off the bat, yeah. That one felt really good.
That one did feel good.
It did.
Obviously, and I said right before you hit it, I said, now Brady hopefully doesn't have the dubious honor of making 2 outs in 1 inning.
Yeah,
were you thinking that?
I was. When I was on deck, I was like, man, I can't be 2 outs here. I mean, after everybody else got out, I felt like I was missing out.
And then as soon as I said that, I was like, well, Brady says, heck with that. I'll put 1 out of here.
Yep, had to join him.
So what was that inning like? I mean, Floyd Central, obviously a big team in the conference, a nemesis, and put an 8 spot in the first inning. That had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're always trying to jump on guys like that. And to be able to do that, especially against Floyd, felt really good. It's what we needed.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to get the ball Saturday at Providence. Yep. Defending 2A state champion. We know they can swing it.
Yep.
Looking forward to that, I'm sure.
I am looking forward to that. We lost a tough one last year to them, made some errors, but we're going to go get them this year.
And pitching in games like that, you guys have such a great staff, and you'd be a number 1 on any on a lot of teams this year. And I've said all along, I think we got 4 number 1s.
Yeah,
I feel like that.
I think that's also true. As long as we stay healthy, we're blessed.
Absolutely. Got Grandpa down there giving you double thumbs up.
Oh, I heard him.
Did you hear it?
I heard him coming around third.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Congratulations. What was the first time I've seen you hit a home run?
Well,
I didn't know that I'd seen you hit a home run during the Shark Day.
No, I did not. Last year against Madison, my first career.
Was your first ever?
Yeah. This first career at home. So.
Well, it's the first one I've seen.
Yeah, well, that's good.
So that's good. And I got to call it. I'll get a copy of it to your dad and let you hear it. Congratulations. Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You bet. Brady Harp and Caden Bishop are players of the game tonight. And Michael Cadet comes up here only when we win.
Well, I don't know what that's about, but
that means you need to come up here all the time.
Maybe we just keep winning. That's the thing,
and you'll come up here all the time, right?
Yeah.
That was that was sweet. Getting off right off the bat, 8-run inning against Floyd like that.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It takes the pressure off of him. It lets Mikey be able to relax and do what he can do. And I mean, that's what we want when we face big teams like this, especially like you were saying earlier, playing Floyd. I mean, that kind of shocks them. And sure. I think that's what we saw tonight. It was just a great job hitting the baseball.
And we didn't stop after the first inning. That's what I liked. We just kept on.
Yes.
We kept on him. And we do things, but just like, I go all the way back to Jackson's hit in the first inning, the hit and run.
Yep.
Perfectly executed hit and run. Those are the type of things that you're going to have to do to beat teams like this.
Oh, yeah, and we saw that in multiple times, and if we look back at past games where we've kind of been working on bunting the ball or incorporating a hit and run, I feel like we kind of pieced everything together tonight, but really just squared the ball up nicely. And Jackson right now, he's hot at the plate, so he's swinging a hot bat, and we're just looking good. I think this was huge for us.
This was happy for Caden Bishop. Like you say, he didn't get a lot of opportunities, but he got one tonight, and he makes the most of it. That's what you do, right?
That's what it's all about. He stayed relaxed. He looked calm at the plate, and he just did his job. It was simple base hits, too.
Yeah, very simple, and the Owls get the job done here tonight. Obviously, a lot of baseball to be played. Providence on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that challenge. They're a good baseball team, and we gave one away last year against them. And then next week, the conference tournament, we could see them again down the road.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that after tonight, we're going to feel pretty prepared.
Sure.
And feel good if we do face them again. And just a good game, something to really build off of. I think tonight you saw how we can play. And that was really important, especially for the guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So keep bringing you up here all the time.
That sounds good to me. I hope I keep seeing you.
You're welcome to come up anytime, but appreciate the time as always, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Go Owls.
You bet. The Owls get the victory tonight. Final score in 5 innings of 14-4 and I'll be back to tell you how it happened in just a moment.
Building wealth isn't just about making money.
You can
It's
have the
about
warmth
creating
of winter when you call SMB Wall Coverings. Their dedicated team treats you like family, providing professional insulation services to keep you snug. Save on energy bills and elevate your home's comfort by scheduling with SMB Wall Coverings. Their services don't stop there. SMB also provides expert interior painting and light remodeling services with competitive pricing. It's time to make your space warm and cozy with SMB Wall Coverings. Give them a call at 812-216-0162.
BSM Group's your trusted partner for utility engineering, drafting, and right-of-way permitting. With a proven track record of excellence, BSM Groups delivers precision and expertise that's second to none. Whether you are a utility company or utility contractor, BSM Groups can optimize your projects and ensure compliance so you can meet deadlines and exceed expectations. Visit us today at bsmgroups.com or give us a call at 812-271-2400. BSM Groups, your blueprint to success in the utility engineering industry.
It's J.C. Bank's Quasquai Centennial. What's that? It's just a fancy way of saying J.C. Bank has been serving South Central Indiana for 125 years. Planning ahead? Explore great CD rates, loan rates, or any of their banking, investments, or trust products. Celebrate 125 years with them at one of their 13 locations or visit jcbank.com. J.C. Bank, serving you so long they had to learn to say Quasquai Centennial. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Stahl Insurance, we focus on the farm and agribusiness insurance market. Whether you own a grain operation, hog confinement, livestock, or hobby farm, we work with industry-leading carriers that know and understand the risk you have. We take the time to individually learn about your operations in order to best protect you. Call or stop by today to talk to one of our farm agents, Shane Tremoyan, Nathan Newkirk, or Chris Stahl, at our new location, 211 North Chestnut Street in Seymour, or we can be reached at 812-524-0692.
Why should everyone have an annual eye exam? Various diseases can...
Well, we got off to a late start tonight with Floyd Central getting here 50 minutes late. But when they did, we finally got to play, and the Owls made quick work as they went to work early. Mikey Wright retired the Highlanders in order in the top half of the first inning, and then in the bottom of the first, Seymour went to work after one. Brady Harp led off with a fly ball, but then the Owls' next 9 batters reached a base. Parker Thompson walked. Jackson Trueblood followed with a hit and run single. Mikey Wright walked. Tyler Nicholson drove in a run with an infield single, and that made it a 1-0 ball game. Braden Ritchie then followed with a 2 RBI single to give Seymour a 3-0 lead. Braylon Busby followed with a single to right field. That scored Nicholson to make it 4-0. Caden Bishop then hit Busby single did not score a run. It put runners at first and third, and then Busby went to second on a stolen base. Caden Bishop hit a single up over the top of the third baseman's head to score 2 runs and make it a 5-0 ball game. Aaron Holt was hit by a pitch, and then Brady Harp came up and again launched a 3-run homer over the left field fence. That capped off an 8-run first inning, and Seymour led 8-0. The Owls would continue in the second inning. Leadoff walk by Trueblood. Mikey Wright followed with a walk. An error by the first baseman on a pickoff throw put runners at first and third. Nicholson then hit a ground ball to short. He came home, but Trueblood was able to beat the throw home, and that made it a 9-0 ball game. The throw got away from the catcher, which allowed the courtesy runner, Charlie Rocky, to go around to third base, or I beg your pardon, Sawyer Smith to go around to third base, and then Braden Ritchie hit a sacrifice fly to center field to score Smith, and that made it a 10-0 ball game in the second inning. Mikey Wright was cruising through three, gave up just one hit and one run. The Owls would score two more in the third inning. Got a one-out single by Parker Thompson, a walk to Trueblood, and then Tyler Nicholson hit a fly ball to right that the right fielder dropped to score a run. Braden Ritchie followed with an RBI single to make it 13-1 at the time. Floyd Central was able to score two in the fourth. They got one more in the fifth inning to make it 13-4, but then in the bottom of the fifth inning, Jackson Trueblood led off with a walk, the fourth time he reached base. One out later, Tyler Nicholson walked, but in the meantime, Trueblood stole second base. Actually, it was Max Coates who came in to run for Trueblood. He stole second base, and then Tyler Nicholson walked to have runners at first and second. Braden Ritchie then hit a ground ball to second. They threw to second for the first out. The throw to first got by the first baseman. That allowed Max Coates to come around and score and give the Owls their 10-run lead, which ended the contest. 14 runs, 11 hits, an error, and 6 left for Seymour. 4 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left for Floyd Central. The winning pitcher, Mikey Wright, his record now 5-0 on the year. The Owls' overall record 13-3. Floyd Central drops to 6-9 on the season. The Owls back in action on Saturday. They will be at Providence. First pitch at 11 a.m., and we'll have the action for you starting with the pregame show at around 10:45. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. The Seymour softball team hosting Salem on senior night over at the softball diamond. First pitch of that game is at 5:30, and I'll have the action for you starting about that time. So, again, it's been a long night. Appreciate you hanging with me throughout the night, and it was a good night for the Owls team all around as they get the victory. Final score again, Seymour 14, Floyd Central 4. Until tomorrow night, Jay Hubbard for WZZB Sports. Good night from American Legion Field.